What is going on, guys? My name is Tubby, and we're talking about Sheamus because in every video I've done so far, there's been a comment saying, what do you think about Sheamus winning the Royal Rumble? And I'm going to be honest with you, I was not expecting Sheamus to win the Royal Rumble. Now, he was one of the guys that I did talk about in the WrestleMania prediction video for the Royal Rumble, that who would possibly go to WrestleMania. And one of the possibilities I had was either Chris Jericho, if they were going to go Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. That's who I honestly thought was going to win. And from the spoiler sites, they had said that Chris Jericho, the early plans was for him to win, but the WWE made a last-minute change. I don't know if that's true. You know, the spoiler sites sometimes are right, sometimes they're wrong, and things are just rumors. And one of the things that, really took me by surprise was like, all right, Sheamus could be one of the guys. It could be Sheamus. It could be Wade Barrett. And it still kind of opens it up because we don't know what's going to happen with The Undertaker. The Undertaker came back last night and he was talking. Well, he didn't talk, but he looked at, Triple H and said they want to face WrestleMania because he doesn't have unfinished personal business. But that leaves you to wonder what's going to happen. I mean, that kind of opens up the door. You have Sheamus. And then people are like, why didn't Wade Barrett win? Well, if, and this is, a really long stretch, if Triple H doesn't face Undertaker, who else could possibly face Undertaker? Well, I don't think Sheamus could do it. As much as I love Sheamus, I don't see it happening. Wade Barrett, on the other hand, they have some history. It was Wade Barrett that screwed over The Undertaker in the Buried Alive match. At bragging rights, so that's always a possibility, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't think Wade Barrett was going to win, because I had the high hopes that they might be able to have a match like that, but at the same time, I don't see Wade Barrett as a credible threat to beat The Undertaker. If Triple H and Shawn Michaels can't do it, why Wade Barrett would be able to, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you. And when Sheamus won that Royal Rumble, and I was watching and I saw all the close spots, I'm like, oh shit, I don't think Chris Jericho is going to win this year. I'm like, wow, what's going to happen? And if it was a rewrite, I think overall it'll be pretty good. Now, if Sheamus challenges Daniel Bryan, which I'm pretty sure he's going to challenge, I don't think he's going to go for CM Punk's title because, one, I don't want to see Sheamus versus CM Punk. And I also don't really expect the possibility of Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk at WrestleMania. And that was one of the other speculations that people were talking about. That I don't see happening anymore because of the feud with Chris Jericho. So it opens up, do we want to see Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus? I'm pretty sure they wrestled last year. I can't remember, and I can't remember if Sheamus squashed him before Daniel Bryan went on a roll. So it's kind of like, okay, so you're going to put him against him. I don't know. I'm still in Oz, and we don't know what's going to happen at the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. Things could change. The title may not be on Daniel Bryan come WrestleMania. We don't know what the WWE is planning. And I think that's one of the biggest things that makes me wonder with Sheamus is, what does the WWE want to do with Sheamus? It's a pretty well known on the rumor sites and everything, on SES Scoops and No DQ. They kind of talk about how the WWE, they like Sheamus. He's good backstage. He's good with, talking and the segments that make people laugh. And overall, the media likes him. He does very well with media. So he would be a guy that the WWE should build up. And I like Sheamus. I just don't want to see Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. I'm glad he won the Royal Rumble. Trust me on that. But as a match, I don't really want to see Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. And that's just my personal opinion, guys. I want to know what you think. What do you think about Sheamus winning the Royal Rumble? And also, what do you think about Sheamus facing D. Bryan? In my personal opinion, I don't really want to see that match. I don't know what it is about it. It's just something that I would prefer to see him go against somebody else. So maybe he doesn't win at Elimination Chamber, Daniel Bryan, and then it's somebody else that Sheamus has to face, and then we might get another match. I'm trying to think who else could face him. There's really nobody else on SmackDown. Maybe it's Wade Barrett versus Sheamus, and they both get him in the limelight. Maybe Undertaker wins the title, and it's Sheamus versus Undertaker. That could be a possibility. There's so many things going on, and we don't really know yet, guys, but my personal opinion, guys, I think it's great that Sheamus won the Royal Rumble, guys. My name is Tubby. Have a good day, guys. Tubby out.